The ATP World Tour heads to North America for the summer once again, with a number of hard-court tournaments taking place. In the Emirates Airline US Open Series, players are awarded bonus points based on performance, culminating at the final Grand Slam of the year, the US Open in New York.
The hardcourt swing is always very exciting. It's going to be a great event.
You have to play many big tournaments in very short time. I'm sure that the top players are going to looking forward for the US Open, and they have to be good prepared, and it's really important also the Masters Series.
I think it's a good couple months leading up to the Open. And they're playing some nice places. I think it's a good series.
With plenty of points up for grabs in the summer, getting back to the hard courts feels like coming home for many players.
It's my favorite surface, hard court, and so I'm always super excited to play on the US Open Series and all those events there, and I tend to play well during that period. So I'm looking forward to it for sure, and it's I feel like it's a good time for me to make some good runs.
You want to perform good on every one of them. It's in the moment of the season you have just a few thousand remaining and only one slam, so you want to give everything you have there.
It all begins with the BB&T Atlanta Open, an ATP World Tour 250 event. John Isner triumphed last year to kickstart an impressive summer for the American. The Emirates Airline US Open Series then breaks for a week as the lone ATP World Tour 500 event of the US hardcourt swing, the City Open, takes place in Washington, D.C. Last year, an all-Canadian affair saw Milos Raonic edge out Vasek Pospisil. Returning to the Emirates Airline US Open Series, it's the first of the stateside ATP World Tour Masters 1000 tournaments, the Coupe Rogers. Last year, a stunning week of tennis from Jo-Wilfried Tsonga saw the Frenchman, crowned champion, defeating Roger Federer. However, Federer took his good form onwards into the Western and Southern Open in Cincinnati, beating Spain's David Ferrer to win the second ATP World Tour Masters 1000 title of the series. A week before the US Open, Winston-Salem takes centre stage. Last year, Lucas Rosol got his preparations perfect as he came out on top. Then it's on to the final Grand Slam of the year. And in 2014, this was one for the record books. The Bryan brothers won a landmark 100th doubles title.
6-3, 6-4.
In the singles, a surprise final saw Kei Nishikori and Marin Cilic battle it out for a maiden Grand Slam title. The Croatian won an emotional final in the last tournament of the Emirates Airline US Open Series, with Milos Raonic top of the overall points table. Looking at the form players on the hard courts over the past year, the FedEx Reliability Index tells us which men to watch out for this summer. Fifth is Thomas Berdych, followed by Andy Murray. Third is 2014 US Open runner-up Kei Nishikori, with world number one Novak Djokovic second, behind Roger Federer, the man to beat on the hard courts. The 2015 North American summer threatens to be extra special on the ATP World Tour, and these guys can't wait.
You know, we love that time of the year. We always have great crowds and fan support. You know, we're in familiar surroundings, so we're always feeling good, we're always happy, and that's when we play our best tennis.
Well, I think it's going to be extremely special feeling to come back for summertime in the US as a defending US Open champion. I believe there is nothing better than that, and even though there might be some pressure on me, but still I'm going to enjoy myself. I know I've played my best tennis over there, and I think these conditions are going to suit me the most, so I'm going to enjoy that time and try to repeat that again.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, Kitzbühel brings the curtain down. We're in Austria for the last of the clay this season. And Washington, D.C. is the venue for the next stop in the States, the City Open. Don't forget to log on to the all-new ATPWorldTour.com for your 24/7 breaking news and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter in English and Spanish. See you next week.